Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And few venues... There's the shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kukçu. Here's Vieira. Now it's Puskas.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Goes for the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
All the way back. Manchester United are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Vieira. Now the ball's gone astray. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well timed, excellent interception. Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got plenty of space out wide. Here's a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Roberto Baggio is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Manchester United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, what a mistake!
Isaac.
Isaac! Denied by an instinctive save.
Isaac clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Vieira. Manchester United, with this two-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. And he plays one through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's got away. That's very neat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. And it's been played through. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Madrid are looking to break at pace. Manchester United are coasting towards victory. Kukçu. Maradona looking to get on the end of this. Corner number 2 then. That's going to go a long way. And it's Kukçu. Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Puskás with the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that will be it. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United, definitely impressive.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi just about within shooting range. Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's made its way to him. Aimed beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Batistuta. Timber. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good spread. Shevchenko is herring after that one. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. Shoots! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
So we're still where we started right now. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kante showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Conte. Thuram calmly anticipates. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And Shevchenko! Maldini. Kvaratskhelia. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that has been cut short.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Batistuta. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
It is now time for our special...
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15, Fazio.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 18.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a very decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And this is Messi. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, what a big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Cleared away. That'll be a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Vieira, nicely spread. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And this is Ronaldo. And the finish! It's in! The breakthrough strike! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Time and again they are repelled. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Messi. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. This looks promising. Chance! And that would have won it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Played into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Very much into the last knockings. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Number 77, Kvaratskhelia. Coming on the field is number 11, Neymar.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, shooting chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Ronaldinho. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please refrain from parking.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Vieira! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Vitinha, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. Messi could try cutting inside here. There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Kvaratskhelia is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Vieira. Still goalless at the moment. Knocks it into space. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. That's good play. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Kvaratskhelia looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace. I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vitinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Lahm. Cruyff. That's a shade optimistic. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Borussia Dortmund upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs.
Oh no, this does not look good. Baresi. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he get it through? Oh, can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. Nedved. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Pelé. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. And this is Luis Suarez. Baresi. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And just a quick reminder today,
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Messi looking to get on the end of this. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Pele. Here it is, crossed in. Now it's Villa.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Aimed beyond the defence.
That's going in strongly.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Nedved plays a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That's a good ball. Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Adams calmly anticipates. And it's Nedved. A heavy challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pinches it off him. Now it's Pele. Vieira. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Beckenbauer. Over to the left. Pass somewhat off target.
Manchester United clearly are...
Oh, what a mistake! Puyol. And Adams.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff, and he's surging through, and Cruyff!
There will be one
And that would have been some goal.
Cruyff just backs himself.
And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And it's Nedved. Knocks it into space. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff finds himself offside. That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, they could be caught out here. Ambitious ball here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Alarm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. He's found a way through. And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that's ambitious. Could be danger here. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Beckenbauer is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Luis Suarez, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A probing pass. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
He's going for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And he plays one through. Lovely ball and a real chase. He's had a shot! There it is! First blood drawn. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, this looks sharp. Beckenbauer charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's free, he has got space. And the finish! Cleared away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again.
Borussia Dortmund really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cannavaro. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. Goes for the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. That's really well cleared. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. And it's Lahm. Borussia Dortmund still behind thanks to that solitary strike. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nedved. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Van Basten. He has found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nedved. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini. And it's played forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Played into space. Now it's Batistuta. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game. Beckham with the short one. Kukçu's cross. He rises! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's a cute ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
That is a great pick out.
Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Batistuta! That is decidedly lacking. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. That's a lovely, neat pass. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
And here's Beckham. Quality ball. Pass somewhat off target.
And he's on his way! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision.
And this is Torres. Now it's Osimhen. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Kvaratskhelia
Gets into a good position.
Oh, this looks sharp. Gently done.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Beckham gets it away. Baggio does really well to win the ball there. Always onto this. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Face to face. And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Kvaratskhelia can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
He's got away.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply.
Khan.
Distributed tidily. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking to play him in. He's through here.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Vieira. Manchester United looking to go into the break, 1-0 up.
Now it's Osimhen. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Ronaldo is flagged offside.
Now it's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this?
Xabi Alonso gets across to intercept that. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Saliba gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And this is Ronaldo.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
No way through there.
Looking for a runner.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Osimhen receives it in a good position here.
And it's been played through.
Messi
Steaming on goalwards.
plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
The attendance for this match was 71.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
United, number 77.
Manchester United
Can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Neymar
Coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Roberto Baggio!
And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And this is Torres. He's found a way through. And Torres! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Threads one in. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Can he finish? That's another chance. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Substitution from
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
coming on the field is number 19, Yamal.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Well, who saw that coming? It is
Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising!
The goal scorer for Manchester
and the lead is extended still further.
is
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Manchester United
Find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no...
Cristiano Ronaldo!
number 14,
And they've got rid.
Johan Cruyff.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's had a shot!
Oh, he's been... In he goes again! Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Some heroic goalkeeping. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Aimed beyond the defence. This looks promising. That's a delicate pass. Maldini gets it away.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
It's a really well-measured ball. Roberto Baggio, and this is and Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cristiano Ronaldo. A probing pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Baggio! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And that is a little undercooked. Manchester United finding their passes. Nice looking ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Baggio. Baggio cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Out of play for a goal kick. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a little off target. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's given...
Tries a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Just eases him off the ball. Bale is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
No, it's come to nothing. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Vieira thinks one through. Messi. Vieira was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Wirtz. Can he get on the end of this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Haaland! Haaland! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Number 77, Kvaratskhelia. Coming on the field is number 11, Neymar.
Grimaldo with the short one. Lopez, and the shot! Thuram gets it clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Roberto Baggio.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for a runner. And back to the goalkeeper. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Searching pass he's played there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just a fraction high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
It's a pretty loose pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Baggio. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a key interception.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Yellow or red? It is red.
Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
15, Baggio. Coming on the field, number 6, Baresi. Number 18, Ronaldinho.
Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Messi.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly...
Ronaldinho! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Picked out. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Manchester United making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting...
Can he finish? Oh, he's hit the bar! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
I just don't know what was on his mind there.
Aimed beyond the defence.
It looks a good ball through. Oh, important interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Manchester United have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution.
And we're underway again. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Couldn't squeeze it through. The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Deftly away. Thuram with the clearance. Taken back almost at once.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Manchester United, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming...
Takes a shot! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Not a defense. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, can he finish? No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that has been knocked clear. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Real chance! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate this.
And a chance! Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Haaland. And he welcomes it in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Messi could try cutting inside here. Goes for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now he's got space here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
That's that, the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become Considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Costa Curta goes on a charge down the left. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Puskás touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Short changes him with that pass. No goals as yet. And this is Puskás. Now it's Puskás. Beckenbauer. Out to the left it goes. Cruyff. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. That is good alertness. Roberto Baggio. Nicely spread. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Good chance here. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he's there to belt it away. 30 minutes gone. Quality ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Costa Curta. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Puskás, and he skips past his man. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, played right into his path. Great chance! Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Can he finish? Vieira! And that's caused a worry or two. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Manchester United are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first? In he goes again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Kvaratskhelia really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
And it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shot a goal! Costa Curta.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the flag has stayed down. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rijkaard.
The attendance for this match was 70,000.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Van Dijk gets good distance on it. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Costa Curta tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again. Roberto Baggio gets... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
It's Eto'o! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Number 77.
Big chance! Sticks it away! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15, Baggio. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Played in deep. No, that's not going to find its target.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cruyff takes control of it and he's on the move. Costa Curta. And time is up. Manchester United have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Cristiano Ronaldo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Areas within these grounds.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester United really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know.
Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, he's got space here. That is good alertness. Dembele. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Looking for options for movement. Maldini. Chips it through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Roberto Baggio. And it's lofted through here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Vitinha, not the most accurate pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Tries to get it clear. Del Piero. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through?
There will be one
Rijkaard.
added time.
Now that's well seen too. Out to the left it goes. And he welcomed Kvaratskhelia! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Dembele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vitinha with the short one. So it's going to be another corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Vitinha goes short. That's really well cleared. And it's Rodri. Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! Goal! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
After 55 minutes is number 17, Yamal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, important interception. Del Piero.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Lewandowski coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Yamal. Plays a sharp little ball here, and that is expertly dealt with. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ambitious ball here. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 77, Kvaratskhelia. Number 15, Baggio. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
Added minutes has been
4
indicated.
extra minutes added on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Cleared without complication. Well, they've got it again. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Messi looking to run onto it. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And we come to you now with the
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is it's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That's a sharp pass. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Face Messi! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Messi. And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
He's got away. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Kvaratskhelia clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
That's a little off target. Shot could be on. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's Basho! He's got away with one there. It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a throw-in. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Doué. And this is Hazard. Oh, red. Nice interception. And he's away. Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Ronaldo has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar. Can he get away here? Played back in. Oh, and the shot! It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Manchester United go into the lead. Well, that has not gone well. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's decent chance! And the ball's come loose here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Chance! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though. That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts.
Oh, what a mistake!
The attendance for this match was 70.
Now it's Hazard.
187.
That is ended up in no man's land. It's a searching pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's Basho! Basho! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are cruising away. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Coming on to replace him.
So now the difference is 3. Messi, he's found a way through. Messi! Against the crossbar. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Just about up to 75 minutes. Beckenbauer. Vieira. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Deftly away. And Messi! And the keeper read that really well.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. He is through here. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Manchester United are having a ball here.